Welcome back. In the last video, we covered what mercy is, not getting what we deserve. But you still might be asking, what do we deserve and why? Well, it might be best to start at the very beginning. God created a beautifully perfect world with a gorgeous and beautifully sustainable garden. The two perfect inhabitants of this garden had everything they needed and wanted in this lovely place. Even more wonderfully awesome was that these two perfect people were able to walk and talk and hang out with their perfect creator. I mean, wow, how cool is that? But it wasn't very long before they proved they just couldn't have any nice things. God had lovingly provided them with every green, seed-yielding plant and tree from which they could eat to their heart's content. There was only one exception, the tree in the midst of the garden. He called it the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He told them not to eat of its fruit, or else they would surely die. He had given them only one simple law to keep. Yet, as you probably already know, they chose to break that one simple law, and because of that, death, immediate spiritual death, and later physical death, ensued as a penalty for their crime against a perfect God in His perfect world. They had to leave that gorgeous paradise that God had so lovingly created for them, and now they had to live by the sweat of their brow, working long and hard hours for their sustenance. This was perfect justice meted out from the one and only perfect judge. Their choice to disobey their perfect creator messed everything up. They were now stained with sin, no longer perfect, and this, unfortunately, affected the entire world. We all inherited that stain of sin, including you and me. However, because God is so deeply compassionate and merciful, He made a way to have our crimes paid for and to save us from spiritual eternal death, both at the same time. He'd pay the price Himself. Jesus Christ, the most perfect and kindest substitute ever, willingly suffered and died to pay the penalty that we all deserve for the crimes we all committed. Pastor Charles Stanley reminds us that mercy is the tender kindness God shows to those who deserve judgment. Our crimes will be paid for one way or another. Either we will pay and serve out our deserved sentence of eternal death, or we can accept the kind and gracious gift that God has offered to each one of us and live, truly live here and now and ultimately eternally. The Bible in Psalm 103 verse 8 tells us, "The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love." Personally, years ago, I made the choice to say yes to His spectacular offer. And although I still have my many, many struggles, I know that He's with me every step of the way. He has promised to never leave me or forsake me, and He's proved that to be true in my life over and over and over again. Have you also made that choice to say yes to His limited time offer? I sure hope so. Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Next time, we'll see how receiving mercy calls us to show mercy. Don't miss it. Before you go, would you mind clicking the subscribe and like buttons? It really does help my little channel grow. And while you're at it, would you click the bell as well? That way you'll know when the next video is posted. Thank you so much, and God bless you.